On Osrc News at 7, under government partners UNICEF, an action plan to combat malnutrition. Osrc police collaborate in campaign against social vices. First Lady Remi Tinubu raises over 20 billion naira for National Library project. And from the foreign scene, Sudan healthcare under pressure amid disease outbreak. Good evening and welcome to the news at 7, coming to you live from Osrc Television. I am Obi Chukwemeka Uti. We begin from the home front. Lack of good parenting is a major driver of social vices in society that requires the collective efforts of everyone. This informed the visit of the police campaign against cultism and other vices, POCACAV, to the Osrc Media Group for collaboration. Omorala Ogbeji reports that the Director General, Kenneth Odushola Stevenson, reaffirmed the organization's commitment to promoting a society free of social vices.
Daily reports of youths engaging in cultism, smoking and drinking, internet fraud, theft, kidnapping, and other crimes paints a worrying picture of the nation's future. Research consistently links these social vices to parental negligence in child upbringing. To curb this trend, the Nigerian police introduced POCACAV, an initiative that tackles the root causes of cultism and other crimes. Led by its chairman in Ondo State, Regina Mogbujuri, the group said traditional law enforcement measures alone can no longer curb these crimes. She stressed the need for partnerships with stakeholders, including Osrc Media Group, to spread preventive messages.
Our past effort is not unnoticed. We are not ungrateful of how you disseminate information, how you support other government parastatals to air out their views at all time, or what we've been doing to make sure that the masses benefit for what's happening, the deputies of the government. We appreciate once again, sir. Then this issue of POCACAV, apart from having you as a mother, father, to be with us, and then having you to walk along with us, we also want you to be physically sane in all the program we want to engage upon.
Responding, the Media Group Director General, Kenneth Odushola Stevenson, commended the team's selfless service to humanity and assured them of the organization's commitment to continuous public enlightenment. He noted that OSRC's 3 broadcast channels, OSRC TV, Orange 94.5 FM, and Sunshine 6.5 FM, Alalaye, are already rich with programs in various languages that promote sound moral values.
It's a good thing that you decided to come in on this advocacy, and you have chosen the right places in the media, because they are the ones that will have to disseminate this information, and it's that you have about a month-long kind of activities that you're doing, and because the AIG himself had endorsed what you're doing, so we don't have any choice but to also endorse you. Just tell you the fact that we are a government agency, and the little we can do to help to disseminate your information, if you put it together, we'll be able to help you to do it, because it is also our responsibility. Almost every one of us here are parents, right? And as parents, it's our duty to tailor our children to the right path so that they don't become drug addicts on the street. Sometimes you walk on the street, you see some madmen or mad women. It's because of drugs. It's nothing more. Some people will say, this thing is about the drug they started using from the childhood, and everybody was controlling them. And before you know it, end up in the street. So
He encouraged Pokakov to take advantage of available windows in the 3 channels to achieve the desired results. Omoriola Mbiji, OSRC News.
In another development, the Ondo State government, in partnership with the United Nations Children's Fund, has launched a state multi-sectoral plan of action for food and nutrition, a 5-year strategy valued at over 6 billion naira. The event brought together stakeholders from government agencies, health institutions, and nutrition experts to deliberate on the plan's implementation framework, sharing insights aimed at ensuring the roadmap achieves its set objectives. Osrc's correspondent Abidemi Akinrotoye reports.
Nutrition is central to health, productivity, and sustainable development. Yet, inadequate diets continue to rob millions globally of opportunities for growth and well-being.
Yes, and all the directors to look at this.
In Ondo State, multi-sectoral plan of action for food and nutrition, OSMP Fund 2025 to 2029, has been designed as a holistic intervention to reverse this trend. Representing the Administrative Secretary of Economic Planning and Budget, Shegun Akoshile, explained that the initiative is targeted at addressing the plight of malnourished children across the state.
This document was also prepared in line with the federal government's renewed hope agenda, which focuses on boosting agriculture in order to achieve food security as well as education, health, and social investment. In addition, the document has been developed in tandem with the cardinal goals of our EASE, development agenda of the present administration in Ondo State.
Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget, Olaolu Akinkolye, launched the 5-year plan, emphasizing the need to prioritize food and nutrition for sustainable development, especially among children under 5 years.
This document will strategically address myriad of challenges inherent in human nutrition, such as malnutrition, food insecurity, lack of awareness, and inadequate advocacy among many others. It is also expected that this document will serve as an advocacy and resource mobilization tool to secure partnerships and funding.
State Nutrition Officer Kikelomo Adejuwon, alongside the chairman of the Nutrition Society of Nigeria, Fumilayo Omotoye, emphasized that success depends on collective action and timely release of funds for nutrition-focused programs across ministries, departments, and agencies.
We thank God for the launching of the Ondo State multi-sectorial action on food and nutrition. So each MDAs are enjoined to look into that document and see what they can do in order to reverse this trend.
The conversation among stakeholders underscored the present need for coordinated implementation, ensuring the plans delivers measurable impact on child survival, growth, and overall food security. Spanning 2025 to 2029, OSMP Fund represents a transformative blueprint aimed at eradicating malnutrition and strengthening food systems across Ondo State's 18 local government areas. Abidemi Akinrotoye, OSRC News.
President Bola Tinubu has approved the immediate construction of new hostels at the Nigerian Law School Abuja campus and a major road project linking the body of Benches Secretariat in Jabi district with Nile University, both in Abuja. According to a statement by the Senior Special Assistant on Public Communications and Social Media to the FCT Minister, Lere Olayinka, the President directed the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, to execute the projects under emergency consideration. The initiative is expected to significantly improve accommodation conditions for law school students in Abuja. On infrastructure, Tinubu also directed the construction of the access road linking the Bodios Benches Secretariat to Nile University. The FCT Minister's office said the road, once completed, will not only provide smooth access to the Secretariat but also ease traffic congestion on the busy route leading to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC headquarters. In the meantime, President Tinubu has called for a complete overhaul of the global financial architecture governing Africa's mineral resources. Tinubu, represented by the Vice President Kashim Shettima, made the call at the second Africa Minerals Strategy Group high-level roundtable on critical minerals development in Africa. At the event held on the margins of the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York City, Tinubu said it was time for African nations not only to finance their own mineral sectors, but also to assert greater influence and control over the global supply chains of Africa products. The president stressed that such action was necessary to safeguard the sovereignty of African nations. Tinubu further urged collective efforts by development partners and allies to help unlock the continent's mineral economy for the benefit of Africa. The senator representing Kogi Central, Natasha Poto-Duanga, has resumed her legislative duties shortly after regaining access to her office at the National Assembly. Her return followed the unsealing of her office by the Deputy Director of the National Assembly, Sergeant-at-Arms Alabi Adedeji. Upon resumption, Senator Natasha, who has been on suspension, remained resolute, insisting that she has no apology to tender. The embattled lawmaker was handed a 6-month suspension in March, barring her from all activities of the 10th Senate over alleged misconduct during her protest against the reassignment of her seat by Senate President Godswill Akpabio on February 20. Although her suspension formally lapsed in September, she was unable to return due to legal tussles and resistance from the Senate leadership. We'll go on this commercial break. When we return, we'll serve you more stories. Don't go away.
Attention farmers, cocoa farmer, produce merchant, government agency, research institute and academic. The Rufus Giwa Polytechnic Center for Climate Change invite you to a one-day agro-climate change conference on the theme Mitigation and Adaptation of the Effect of Climate Change on Agricultural Productivity. Join us on Thursday, 25th September 2025 at the 800-seater auditorium, Rufus Giwa Polytechnic, Owo, for insightful discussions on climate-smart agriculture, pest and disease challenges, post-harvest process and the devastating effect of climate change on food security. Special guest of honor is the Ondo State Commissioner for Environment, Dr. Toby Loko. The chief host is the acting rector, Rufus Giwa Polytechnic, Owo, Mr. Adegun Olonwa. Together, let's secure our future against climate change.
You're welcome back. If you just joined us, you're watching the news at 7 coming to you live from Osrc Television. You can also watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook at Osrc TV, and on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel Osrc TV Ondo. To education now. For parents and guardians in a federal local government area of Ondo State, the burden of getting exercise books has been lifted as hundreds of students get educational materials. The gesture came from a philanthropist and APC chieftain, Mrs. Yetunde Adaramodu, who donated exercise books to 4 secondary schools in the area. OSRC's Adewumi Taiwo reports.
The fresh intervention by Mrs. Yetunde Adaramodu has brought relief to parents and renewed hope to learners as the donation covers Olua High School, Adaramodu's alma mater, Community High School Isharun, Anglican Grammar School Igbaraoke, and Alashagba Community High School Ibuji. At the presentation, the philanthropist attributed the initiative to her passion for promoting education.
This is an encouragement for them for what I put in front page of the book, that they should stay strong, they should be positive, they should be themselves, they should be grateful, and they should not give up. It's a means to encourage the students of nowadays that their future is brighter.
She urged the students to stay focused, remain dedicated, and strive for excellence in their studies.
My advice for the students is that they should be focused in whatever they do. They should not relent. They should not give up in whatever endeavor that they want to go into.
Teachers and community leaders said the support would motivate students, ease financial pressure on parents, and complement government's efforts in the education sector.
Adibi, she was not that focused when she was here. She wouldn't have amounted to anything, and she would not be giving something back into the school today. So my advice to the students is for them to emulate her and be focused in whatever they are doing, especially in their studies.
They are doing now is a lot. They appreciate this woman for her kind gesture towards the school. She has been coming to encourage the students, and she has come again this session to come and encourage.
We know that actually the students are very happy to see somebody coming, especially during the beginning of the term of the session, to give them an exercise book in preparation for their academic activities. So it was
The event high point was the distribution of exercise books, which left students with renewed optimism.
I want to thank Mrs. with this gift that they give to us, and I pray that the Lord will continue blessing them in Jesus' name.
The donation stands as a strong testament to our commitment to education and community development. Adewumi Taiwo, OSRC News.
In the meantime, Nigeria First Lady Oluremi Tinubu said the National Library Fund has raised 20.4 billion naira since it was launched last Thursday, September 18, 2025. Ahead of her 65th birthday, Tinubu announced plans to raise funds for the completion of the country's long-delayed National Library. She urged well-wishers to donate to the fund instead of sending her gifts or paying for newspaper advertisements to mark the day. First mooted in 1981, the National Library Headquarters project in Abuja has been under construction since 2006, when it was awarded for 8.59 billion naira and expected to be completed in less than 2 years. In other stories, the Corporate Affairs Commission (CAC) says it will deploy applications and reduce delays in service delivery. Registrar General of CAC, Usaini Magaji, announced the move at a stakeholders forum in Kano. In a statement posted on the CAC social media handle, Magaji described the AI upgrade as a complete overhaul of the Commission's existing company registration portal. He said the system was launched in June and is designed to speed up compliance, registry, and customer service tasks with greater accuracy. Magaji outlined several features of the new portal, including instant name approvals and automatic suggestions for alternative names when preferred options are unavailable. According to the registrar, name reservation under the new system is now as simple as opening an
Osrc Hospital, one of the few large medical complexes in the Sudanese capital. Viral infection spread by mosquitoes have been spreading rapidly. Pools of stagnant water after the rainy season provide ideal breeding grounds. Thousands of cases have been recorded.
I felt the symptoms of dengue fever 2 weeks ago and tested at a health center nearby. I was referred to a hospital, but they couldn't treat me, so I was brought to Omdurman Hospital.
Khartoum is trying to rebuild after nearly 2.5 were opted for home remedies.
I got tested at the health center in another district because the one in our district is not properly equipped. I was only able to get treatment for malaria, so I decided to take my medicine at home. I'm also taking traditional remedies because it's faster than waiting at the hospital.
Aid organizations have warned the case load is likely to increase, and without support for the health sector, they fear more people will die waiting for treatment. Kemisola Ojomo, OSRC News.
Elsewhere in Colombia, local authorities say rescuers have been trying to reach 25 workers trapped 80 meters to 162 feet underground following the collapse of a gold mine in northwest Colombia on Monday night. Spokesperson for the Antioquia department where the mine is situated, Catalina Escobar, said contact has already been made with the miners, who indicated that they are safe and sound. The official said the mine in the town of Segovia is operated by Canada's Irish Mining Corporation, which has several gold mining operations in Colombia. According to reports, mining accidents are frequent in the South American country, but usually occur at unlicensed mines or coal mines. The National Mining Agency revealed that 124 people died in mining accidents last year in Colombia. The leaders of 6 countries, including France, have moved to recognize Palestinian statehood as a high-level summit ahead of the annual United Nations General Assembly UNGA meeting in New York. Alongside France, which co-convened the meeting with Saudi Arabia on Monday in New York, Andorra, Belgium, Luxembourg, Malta and Monaco said they were recognizing a Palestinian state. Israel and the US, which are becoming increasingly isolated internationally on the issue, boycotted the summit. Although the vast majority of UN member states now recognize Palestinian statehood, new UN member states must have the support of the UN Security Council, where the US has used its veto to block Palestine from becoming a full UN member state. Aderonke Kolawole has more.
At a 3-hour UN summit on the conflict in Palestine, President Emmanuel Macron added France's name to a growing list of Western countries.
Le temps est venu.
The time has come. This is why, true to the historic commitment of my country to the Middle East, to peace between the Israelis and Palestinians, this is why I declare that today France recognizes the state of Palestine.
Belgium, Portugal, Andorra, Malta, Great Britain, Australia, Canada, among others, have formally done the same in support of a roadmap for Palestine statehood, co-written by France and Saudi Arabia. The New York Declaration details conditions for a 2-state solution to the conflict with Israel, beginning with the release of Israeli captives and an immediate end to the war on Gaza. Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas, who was denied a visa by the White House to attend the UN, spoke via teleconference.
We would also like to express our readiness to work with U.S. President Donald Trump, with Saudi Arabia, with France, and the United Nations to adopt the peace plan presented during this conference, within a specific timetable and with international guarantees and monitoring.
Israel's bid at the conference was empty, as was that of the United States. Yet, one after another, world leaders spoke of time running out of the need for the international community to take action, however belatedly.
Without 2 states, there will be no peace in the Middle East, and radicalism will spread around the world. Excellence.
The conference must